We're on the track for the Girls High School Championship of America 4x8. Just 2 wheels left to hand out. And this one, always an exciting event. Carson Gambaro, thank you to Phil Grove Old School Track and Sean Phillips of Awesome Power Track Club for all of their great commentary this weekend. We still got Will Grundy in the building, as well as my good friend Jimmy Stevenston, soon to join the show. And on the track right now, taking the early lead, the team that we saw will win that 4x1 in the pouring rain, that 44-23 Edwin Allen.
Yeah, that was fantastic, and they have representatives here in this 4x8. They have a mountain to climb here, as IMG is already out in the lead, wasting no time. Actually, that's not IMG, that is Edwin Allen up front.
IMG in the prelims, you could consider their seeding as giving them the early lead in this race, but Edwin Allen proving that it is about the race that you run in the championship final. Jimmy, welcome on, buddy.
Carson, glad to be back in the booth along here with Will. Your favorite event, sir?
Yes, sir, absolutely. And so far, Edwin Allen at first leg means business.
They sure look at 3,200-meter relay upon us, closing out the last 90 minutes or so here of Penn Relays Day 3, the final day.
A battle for second between 2 other Jamaican powers. Homewood Tech ahead of Alphonsus Davis. C and B, 1, 2, 3. Edwin Allen on the lead.
And guys, I watched these prelims go down yesterday and trying to compare and contrast, as a lot of these teams were in different heats, and I could not wait till we got them all in one. And looking at the first leg, Edwin Allen looks dominant. Here comes IMG.
The prep school from Bradenton, Florida, really making a big surge to the end of this first leg. They've got Mackenzie winning on schedule, trying to live up to her last name and do it for her team. The indoor national record holders and New Balance national champions will hand off in second behind Edwin Allen of Jamaica.
209 through that first exchange is Edwin Allen. That's a hot start early.
Yeah, and they call it 209, but it was 207 start to stick, which is impressive there. But they have a nice, comfortable lead. I do expect that to change in a few moments here, though.
We will see what kind of strategies the chasers will implement. IMG with Danielle Graham going out decently conservatively in a long float phase, far more extended than would be in a 400. The Jamaican teams have really emphasized that strong first lap to set that tone, as we're seeing now with Homewood Tech making the pass. At least they thought they were going to make the pass in a second, but following them right up to the battle for second, pushing IMG forward, is Alphonsus Davis.
So IMG Academy is the only American team there in the mix. About to enter your screen is your second U.S. team. Looks like Rumson Fair Haven of New Jersey entering your screen now in the white top.
You see them with RFH, Isabella Rodriguez, and now Reese Malone on schedule for the second stick. They've been really improving over all different types of relays. I've gotten to watch them run some scorching 4x4s as well. And behind them, they're isolated on an island in fifth. We got our Severna Park, Maryland squad. But they are all out of it in terms of chasing down that wheel. Look at Edwin Allen and IMG.
And I was watching Homewood Tech, IMG, and Alphonsus Davis try to work together for a moment to try to catch Edwin Allen, but IMG just took off and left Homewood Tech and Alphonsus Davis behind, and it is a 2-team race, and IMG is now in the lead.
Here goes Danny Graham into the lead with less than 200 to go, but Edwin Allen's got an immediate response.
To show the depth of this field, your PA state champs are back in 8th right now. Edwin Allen over IMG. This is only the second leg.
You can barely hear yourself in here. The Jamaican crowd is getting loud, and they're only going to multiply those decibels over these final 2 legs. Sub 420 halfway through.
Another 209 for Edwin Allen. No wonder the separation early over IMG, but they split a 209 on that second leg as well. They are breaking away here on the third carry.
I think IMG went a little bit too early. Got to give her credit for making that move, but it came back to haunt her right before going to the exchange zone.
IMG ran Danielle Graham, the Australian under 18 2023 1500-meter champion. She won that when she was still 15 years old. Now running with IMG, she's put her team in a good position now running on third leg. And Isla Robinson has the baton. Harvey Aware on schedule for Edwin Allen. And now the battle for third, still Homewood and Alphonsus.
This is a nice yo-yo battle here we have, folks, between Edwin Allen and IMG. Jimmy, looking at the arm carriage, what do you see from IMG trying to track down Edwin Allen?
IMG is still in the fight. They are in a good position, staying smooth. They're the chaser. I don't see too much stress as we go into the third leg's final lap. IMG definitely has your leaders, Edwin Allen, in the crosshair. I think in a position to strike any moment is Anila Robinson.
We'll see if she can make that gap close down. She's eaten up a little bit since she took the stick. We've seen some tactics really play out in these races. The top two and then the next two, Rumson Fairhaven still in isolation, and now into sixth position. We've got Central Bucks East with Eleanor Swiderski. You'll see all of the teams slowly begin to enter your frame on the back straightaway. We've got a new leader, Jimmy.
Yes, we do. IMG takes the lead. 200 to go in this final leg. Trying to put the Jamaicans, that's three of them, behind her is your leader, Robinson of IMG Academy. The Story program taking a trip here to the Mid-Atlantic region and putting the hammer down over this final 100.
No offense to anybody, but it got quiet real quick for a sudden there when IMG took the lead, and now here comes Jamaicans trying to rally their squads.
It sure did.
What a run by IMG Academy, setting themselves up in prime position to take home the Championship of America wheel. They take the stick nearly 3 full seconds ahead of Edwin Allen in less than 2 laps remaining.
Rumson Fair and Central Bucks East, the PA state champs, haven't even got the anchor leg off. That's how dominant these Jamaicans are, and IMG Academy. It comes down to this, the final carry-out. Looks like Aurora Bertelsen del Solar.
And Carson, you made mention a moment ago, we could not hear each other. I saw your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear the words. IMG has turned the volume down.
They have silenced the crowd indeed. Bertelsen del Solar, born in Chile, 17 years of age. She turns 18 on the 23rd of May, trying to give herself and her team an early birthday present. They have still got a lead of around 3 seconds. It's going to be really tough for Edwin Allen to close that down. Bell lap.
Especially with how smooth Del Solar looks coming into this final leg. She almost looks like she's jogging, super controlled, and that gap is marginally growing for IMG.
IMG Academy looking to bring the wheel home to Florida and potentially enter the top 10 in 4x8 history here at the Penn Relays. All they need to do that is 8:44.75, one of the many top 10 marks held by the team that they are beating, Edwin Allen. The only team in front of IMG as far as outdoor record history would stand, if they're to set an all-time mark here, would be Union Catholic. Remember when they ran this event last year in 8:41, that was a high school national record. They've since dropped that to an 8:34, so that might be safe for the ladies from New Jersey. But this is about the Floridians rounding the Wall of Fame with less than 150 to go.
And we have quite the battle for second place. It looks like Edwin Allen is being overtaken by Homewood Tech. It's going to be a battle for second. But gentlemen, no question, IMG Academy, the Florida and national powerhouse, taking the W.
8:40, what a run, number 3 in Penn history, and the wheel to boot.
And I got to give credit to the Jamaicans. They were clapping IMG in. It wasn't as loud, but they were clapping them in. 2:07 on the anchor. That amazing there from a couple teams there, 2:07s.
Alphonsus Davis got up for the number 2 spot. Edwin Allen demoted to 3rd ahead of Homewood Tech. A lot of great 800-meter running. We saw the tactics, but IMG furthering their momentum from the indoor season. They ran a chill 8:54 in the prelims. Of course, they were in the lower 850s at indoor nats.